Khang and Lon have been talking a lot about this VA Dream Teams that launches recently launched, and I know a little bit about it, but I do have quite a bit of question for you here. First of all, I want to know is what is the VA's Dream Team all about?
Okay. I'll be glad to, give you a little bit of information about the company. And then I know after this you'll have a lot of other questions, and I'll be glad to answer each and every one of them for you. So just to give you a little bit of a background, so the VA services that we have is owned, as you know, by Kong and Lon, which is an active real estate investors themselves. So they've kind of ventured out into providing various services to other investors because they know what an investor wants. And that's actually one thing that we're very proud of and confident to tell you too, because these VAs are trained exactly as the way an investor like yourself want your VA to be. So we know what an investor wants. We know what an investor needs. So that's exactly how these VAs are being trained on. So if you are one of Kong's subscribers, I know you're very familiar with the Kong script. So that is the same exact script that we're training all these VAs on. So we're very confident that once these VAs come to you, they are very equipped and very ready to take in calls and convert those calls into phone appointments for you. So about the specific details, I would want you to ask those things first, because different clients have different important information they want to get addressed. So I want you to shoot me with those questions first. And then if I think we left out some important details, then I'll just, provide those information for you after.
Gotcha. Well, so Elaine, what's the difference between Lon's VA's Dream Team company versus somebody else? I mean, that there's quite a bit of them out there.
I know. One of the major things that I was said, like we're very confident, very proud of, is Lon and Kong are active real estate investors themselves. So one of the key points that we have here is these VAs that we have are trained to, specifically trained to cater to investors like yourself. So they know, and they are trained by an actual investor who knows exactly what an investor wants and what an investor needs. And so these girls are trained to be able to convert those calls into appointments for you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I look into some other company, and they also provide VAs, but they're just a VA company. They don't actually do real estate. So I understand that Colin does real estate. So now when they get this VA and train up, and so specifically just for real estate investing, right? I mean, these VAs does not do anything else, right?
That's right. So they specialize on catering to real estate investors. So that way we only focus on one industry. So we don't have like other industries. So basically there's like specialization on here. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good. Now, what is the V? It's okay. So let's just say that let's just say that I'm ready to hire my first VA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess my question to you is, who like your guys' client? Who's the client that is ready for a VA? Like the reason why I asked that, I just want to know, like, am I ready to hire a VA or what's your take on it?
So ideally, we are looking for clients that are already, trying to scale up their business. Meaning they already have, a system in place. They already have a structure in place, a system in place. They already know their market. They already have leads. Probably they've been calling those leads themselves already. Has processed, a few deals on their belt. probably, and they're looking to get VAs to kind of like extend their reach on these market on these leads. So because cold calling can it's a very hard thing to do.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I am. I
Yeah,
am. I'm
so
tired of cold. I'm tired of cold calling, and it's a headache, and it takes so long.
yeah,
So
it takes
now,
so much of your time. It
yeah,
requires too much of your time every day just for you to get, quality leads from,
right.
from those phone numbers. So that's what this VA services is about. We're trying to help you, by, managing those calls. So these VAs will do cold calling for you. They will, do outbound calls for you, answer incoming calls for you, and do follow-up calls for you, set as many as appointment as they can for you, qualify leads, check motivation of the sellers. So these are the things that they will be focusing on, so you as a client, as an investor, can focus on converting those appointments into deals
Ge-
for you contracts for you. So we're technically getting, we're helping you get rid of those cold calling tasks, so you can
Gotcha.
focus more on the, on the 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 deals, converting those appointments into money for your
Gotcha.
company.
Gotcha. Now the thing is, Elaine, I know that Kong's when he share, he has like, he has like a lead manager, a purchase manager, a transactional coordinator. So the VA that I'm hiring on, like, do they know how to do all of them, or what am I getting with the VA
Mhm.
that I'm hiring? Like, what are the specific jobs that or tasks that they are doing?
Okay. So these VAs are specifically trained to manage calls for you. So they would do outbound calls. They would answer incoming calls for you. They will qualify leads for you, set appointments for you. They can probably do some, admin tasks for you. Let's say basic Excel spreadsheet management for you, those kind of things. But I want to stress out though that they will not do any purchase manager or any price negotiation
Mm,
task for you. So it's going to be solely your responsibility. So it's like the leads as well, skip tracing the leads, providing the leads, it's going to be on you too. So you'll just provide those leads, those phone numbers to your VA. They will concentrate on, calling those leads, converting them to phone appointments. And then everything else from there would be your responsibility.
right. So Elaine, so their main job when I hire them. So let's just say I decided to go with your guys' company. I hire my VA.
Hmm.
So their main job is to filter and qualify the lead for me.
That's
So
right.
that way they can set the appointment where I only talk to the motivated seller, like the one that's
That's
actually wanting to sell.
that's true.
Is
That's
that
correct.
correct? Now, as far as in the skip tracing, I mean, can I train them up to do that if I wanted to?
Definitely. So, I mean, when we give them to you, those are the main skills they are equipped in doing. But if you want to, cross train them into some other task, it's definitely fine. If you want them to do other tasks than doing calls, if you want them to do emails or you want them to do other admin tasks, that's definitely fine. But I just want to stress out all those other skills, you would have to train them yourself.
Gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense. So basically, when I get them on, the only thing that they know how to do is they know Podio. I heard Lon mention they know Podio. They know how to use
Hmm.
CallRail. So
That's right.
and they are trained on qualifying and filtering the leads. That's it.
That's correct.
If
So
uh, Go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but yeah, since you mentioned the system, so these girls or these VAs are trained to use Podio and CallRail specifically. However, it's we're not forbidding you to not use your own system. If you already have your own system in place, you have your own CRM to use, own dialer to use, it's absolutely fine. So you can make those VAs use the exact same system that you're already using. So we're not forcing you in any way to use Podio and Choreo.
Gotcha. Now, so now as far as in hours, like in hours, can I get on work any hours? Like, is there specific hours, or like are you guys looking for part-time, full-time? What's that about?
Okay. So about the hours, so the VAs would work on your time zone, on your hours that you want.
Okay.
Okay, so but they're just gonna be working 5 days a week, so they would need to have 2 days off. Preferably, of course, we want them to work Mondays to Fridays, so they would have like Saturdays and Sunday off. But it's up to you. If you want them to work on weekdays, it's all right. But they should be working a minimum of 40 hours every week. And so that's 80 hours every 2 weeks.
Right. So basically, so I heard that Lon said you guys don't take part-time client. You guys only want full-time. Is that correct?
That's right. As of this time, we only want full-time clients. Reason being is, of course, these VAs, they need to earn their full-time rate as well. So as of this time, we only wanted to do full-time for these VAs.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys currently don't take anybody that wants them for part-time, right? Only full-time?
Only full-time.
I see. Okay. Now when it comes to paying the VA, so am I paying them? Am I paying you? How does that work?
Okay, so you will be paying us for their services. I'll discuss, the rates with you
Like
later. Yeah.
the price? Okay.
Yeah, the price. So it's gonna be an hourly rate for the VA. So you will be paying us. We'll be sending you invoices for the services. You will be billed every 2 weeks for the VA services. You'll receive those invoice for the hours that these VAs work for. In terms of the compensation, we're going to be the ones responsible for the VA's compensation and other benefits. So
So you mean like as far as in like the employee health
mm,
insurance and all of that, you guys would take care of all that?
yes, so we're
Okay.
going to take care of that. So I mean, these VAs would be, I mean, their compensation, all their like health benefits, all those things, HR things, it's gonna be handled by us entirely. So no need for you to worry on that, because
Mm.
we want you to focus on your company. So those VAs, once we endorse those VAs for you, they will be part of your team. They will work exclusively for you. So
Mm.
during those working hours that that they are supposed to be working for you, we're not gonna interfere in any way. I just want to be clear that we're not, we we will not ask anything about your system. So we're totally hands off on that. So once we endorse the VAs to you, we technically won't interfere, or we're basically hands off on anything that you would want them to do um, as part of your real estate team. So I just want to be clear on that. So, but any questions, of course, any concerns that you may have about the service, or if you have any concerns about the VA themselves, you can always, contact us. We can always deal with that for you.
Gotcha. Okay. So I just want to make sure because you
Yeah.
guys are not you guys are not gonna go into our systems. You guys are not gonna check everything out.
No.
Okay, okay.
Absolutely
I,
not. So anything that we need from you, from your company, from your services, we'll contact you directly for it. We'll not be contacting your VA regarding your company or all your other systems. So anything that we need from you, I will contact you directly and not through your VA.
Gotcha. So basically, technically, you guys are taking care of all the dirty work of paying them and making sure they have health insurance, making sure they're getting taken care
Yeah,
of. All I'm worried about is paying you the hourly rate that we agreed upon, and which is I know which is a set price throughout all of your client. It just cannot be
yes,
discussed on this video, right?
that's right.
So now when it comes to let's just say that if that VA doesn't work for like let's just say I got the VA on and they're just not they just
For
not fit
you.
into the team. So what do I
Yeah,
do?
I know. So there are, I mean, reality wise, right? It's true. No matter how how good a VA is, or no matter how good the VA is, sometimes the personality just clash. It's just not working, right? So the good thing about that is That's actually one thing as well. Like the purpose of this entire VA services too is to assist you with giving you that VA service. I mean that quality VAs, right? In the event that it's not really working for you, we can always switch, or we can always give you a new VA, so it's not going to be a problem. So we want to eliminate the task of you of going and like sourcing your own VA, going through that hiring process, training them out. So we're going to be eliminating that for you. So in the event that the VA we gave you is not working, let me know. I can always get you a new VA trained the same way that other VA is trained for. So ready to take in calls for you.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, is there any kind of contract or any sign-up fee right now?
Okay, so yes, we do. So we have a $500 sign up fee for the service.
Oh, you guys
So
do have, okay. So, okay.
yeah, we
So
do have a
let me take notes here. So $500 sign-up fee. Okay.
sign up fee. Yes. So I mean that's why I mean if you're interested, we do this phone call so we can address all the concerns, all the issues, or all the questions that you have before you commit yourself to the service. We want, of course, as much as we want like business, right? We want a long term relationship with you. So if you think that you're not yet ready, we're not forcing you to sign up. We want you to be 100% ready once you sign up, because we want to grow your business. Well, I mean, we want to grow our business with you. We want a long-term relationship with you. And so if it will take a few phone calls for us to get to that stage, it's absolutely fine with us, because we want to address those like questions that you have. I know you as a client, you're very skeptical, right? Because that this is an investment for you. This, we're talking about the future of your company here. So
Right.
I completely understand that. We completely understand that. And at the end of the day, part of our the reason why we got this entire company VA services going is we want to help you build the quality VA, your dream team, your
Yes.
VA dream team. That's part of our goal. So that's why we want you to be 100% committed first before we ask you to sign up for the service. So um, yeah, so there's a $500 sign up fee for it once you're committed, and then there is a contract that we will have you sign. It has the initial contract would be for a 6 month lock-in period. I know that's gonna be like a big question mark on your head. The 6 month period, does the 6 month lock-in period? That's why ideally we want clients that are in the are scaling up, that really needs additional manpower to do all the callings for them, because they want to reach a larger market. So these are that's the client that we're actually looking for as well. So we want to help them grow their business. And then aside from that, I mean the 6 month locking contract, you might think, what if it didn't work? As I mentioned earlier, if you think that the VA is not a good fit for you, we can always replace your VA. So you just have to let us know why it's not working, and then we can always get a new VA for you. So we will make sure that the business would still continue for you. There won't be a downtime when it comes to getting those leads called on a daily basis.
Right. Right. No. Yeah. I got you because I know that if the VA doesn't work out, obviously I let the VA go, and then I got to hire on a new VA. Then I got to train them. Then there's typically it takes
Exactly.
us about a week, or at least 2 weeks or so to get them trained up, get them going again. So I guess what's nice with you guys is that if I decided that VA doesn't work, I can let that VA go, and then you guys will switch it with the new one, but they're already ready to go on day
Trained.
one as well. Okay,
That's right. So
gotcha. Okay, that's the
they're
one thing I
trained
want to
in
make sure.
yes.
Okay. Now, as far as letting the VA go, or firing them, do I do that, or do I tell you guys to do that? Like, how's that work? I don't
Okay,
like I don't like to fire people.
and I
I'm
mean,
not Donald Trump.
I strongly suggest that you contact me directly. So, because of course I want to know what happened as well, right?
Hmm.
I want to know like why it didn't work out. So, like any relationship, we need to know why it didn't work out. So that's like an area for improvement for us, right? If it's something that because we want to know like what happened, so we
Hmm.
can work on it. So that's something that we would like to know, like what happened, what we can do better.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so just contact me directly. Let me know what you need. Let me know what you didn't want from the old VA and what you're looking for on the new VA, so I can get you that VA going.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, what happened after 6 months? So after 6 months, we signed the agreement or the contract, and then what happened after that?
Okay, so that's the contract. It's like a 6 month lock in contract, but technically the contract that you have, it's just gonna go on until until you're ready
Right.
to. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Well, the thing is, I just want to know, like, after the 6 month, if that once that a contract is over, is it going to be a year contract now, or it's going to be another six month in
It's gonna be a year contract.
after the
That
six
will,
month?
yeah, yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. So after the 6 month, and then if we wanted to keep going, then it'll be a year contract with you guys.
yes.
Oh, okay. Got it. Now, how long does Lon take to train this VA up? I'm just curious.
About 2 to 3 weeks,
Okay.
ideally. I just want to I just want to give you a bit of information as to how we do the VAs, the VA training.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, this is something that comes from a VA herself who went through
Oh, no
trainings
way.
before. So yeah,
I was
so
just going to ask you. I was just going to ask you, Elaine. Are you a VA?
I am a VA. I am Khang and Lon's VA. And so, I mean, before I was a VA, I worked in a call center before. So I've had my fair share of, call center experience. So based from those experience, typically a training would be more on like a classroom training, more in theory. They'll train you. Let's say a training would last for 2 weeks, right? Like 10 business days, correct? So, like 3/4 of that time would be devoted on like theories, lectures, terms, and all those things. And then the actual application, let's say the actual like calling or the mock calls or like the actual calling will be done on like this, let's say the last 2 days of training. That's how a typical training works. So by the time your VA or your agent comes to you, they're very inexperienced in terms of calls. They know the theories, yeah, but application not so much, because
Hmm.
80% of the training went through like theories, like the lectures, and then 20% is dedicated to the actual application of of the skills, right? So with our VA services, this is what I'm very proud of saying, because we concentrate more on the application. So it's the reverse. So we have like 80% of the training devoted to these VAs taking actual calls, making actual outbound calls,
Hmm.
receiving actual inbound calls. So they got this script. They've been working on the script. They've been using the script for almost like 2 3 weeks. So that's what we concentrate on, because we want these VAs to be a pro when they,
Hmm.
pro in taking in calls, qualifying leads, setting appointments for you. So that's what I'm very proud in saying. We eliminated, not really eliminated. So we kind of made the training more efficient when it
Yeah.
comes to these VAs performing, because they know what they're going to do. They know what they're going to expect. So they devoted 80% of their time training doing the actual work.
Right.
So, yeah.
So basically, Elaine, I just want to make sure I understand you correctly here. So basically, the VA not just role playing with Lon, but they're actually taking real life seller calls
That's right.
on the job
That's right. That's correct.
through,
So
throughout throughout
the
throughout the training with Lon.
training, yeah,
Oh
that's
wow,
right.
okay,
So there were some mock calls in the beginning, but we had them do an actual cold calling for the
okay,
remainder. So like 80% of their training time is devoted with them actually doing those cold callings, answering those actual calls, and setting those actual appointments.
okay.
I'm actually proud to say that all the VAs that we had trained on the first batch of VAs that we trained, all of them were able to set appointments. And we're talking about cold calling. You know how hard it
Oh
is
yeah.
to get appointments through cold calling. So
Oh, been there, done it. Yep, I
so
know.
so these girls were able to set appointments during those training period, so they are already converting those cold calling leads into appointments.
Wow, wow. Okay. So now, so thing is, like, when I decided, so let's just say, hey, everything sounds good. I want to go with your company. I want to
Hmm.
hire my first VA. Do you guys just throw me a VA, or what? Or do I get to interview my VA? How does that work?
um in because we only select the finest VAs that there is.
I heard.
So yeah, so this is another thing that I'm very proud of, because usually, right, when in a call center or in a very big VA services, they just
Mm,
mass hire applicants, right?
mm-hmm.
So and then they'll just give it to you, right? We here we screen them very well, so we want to provide like a very good VA for you, a VA that has very good communication skills, very fast learner, very adaptable VA. So those are the VAs that we source. So to be honest, we only train a few VAs at a time, very
Mm,
small amount, because we're focusing more on quality than quantity. So
gotcha.
about your question, if we have a lot of VAs in the pool, of course, we can do like an actual interview with you. But for our training, Lon is doing this recordings, like actual training recordings. We post like clips of videos or training that we're conducting. That way you can see each VAs. You kind of have an idea as to how they talk, like what their
Right.
personality is. So if you saw that video and then you want a specific VA out of that pool, contact us directly. Let me know which of that VA you want, and if that VA isn't reserved for like a client yet, and I'll definitely give you that VA. So it's since we have like limited VAs, right? Because I told you we want to give just like quality VAs. We just don't want any VAs out there. So
Right.
since we have limited pool of VAs, like quality VAs, we're more on a first come first serve reserve basis on them.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, so yeah, because the thing is, Elaine, I heard that Lawn only takes like 10 client a month, right? Because I know you guys are more about quality, not quantity, making sure that your client
yes.
is happy, is satisfied, that they're getting results from these VAs. So because I've tried hire from the big company, going with the big company, right? They just throw you a VA, like they
Mm,
said the VA is trained, but they're not really trained because like they're not specifically just for real estate investing. They are just like Pat Life or one of those company where they just throw one of the VAs, and you kind of do the training and you kind of do all of that, where they take on mass amount of client at a time. You guys are
yeah.
just doing 10 client a month. Is that correct?
That's right. So very small number of clients, because we want to be able to provide quality VAs for them. So same goes with the training. So we don't want to train like a lot of people just cause. So we'll have like VAs available. No. So we're very proud to say that we will only provide you quality VAs that that all can handle calls for you, have an idea as to how the call will go, have very I mean have an actual experience doing the cold calls for like 2 weeks for you. So these girls have already done that. They've been there. They've made those actual calls with the sellers. They've made those actual appointments. So these are the VAs that we want to provide our clients.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, I heard Lon said she only picked the best of the best, and she wants to have like a badass VA's dream team. And
That's right.
good.
She's kind of picky as to that's why
Yes, tell me about it.
that's why it's kind of hard for me too. Like my job, yeah, it makes my job a bit harder, but it's fine because I understand. I see the I can see what she wants, and I understand it. I completely understand. That's me personally. That's something that I would want to, because I talk to all the clients. I want to be proud. I want to be proud on like
Right.
presenting this company. So, and that is what I'm doing. I'm very proud of presenting this company, because I know we only have the best VAs, well trained VAs that are like ready to
Right.
do those tasks for you.
Right. It's because, I mean, I've had VAs before, and I know it. When you hiring the wrong VA because you just want to hire them, you're going through all the process of filtering them,
Mm,
the whole qualification process. Then you spend the time training them up, and they end up, not to be as obviously as good as you want them to be, because it takes a long time to filter, and you're so frustrated that you just want to hire one right away, and obviously it doesn't work out, then the whole process started again. What I like about your guys' company, it really helps eliminates that. It helps eliminates the downtime. It helps eliminates the training, the qualification process, the hiring and the firing, because I don't need to fire them. I just tell you, Elaine, and you let them go. Is that correct? And then you
yes.
switch them out with one that fits for my company, right?
Yeah, so I'll do so no need for you to go through that process of explaining why it didn't work. I'll do that for you. I'll take
Oh,
it off your plate.
good. Okay, good. I'd rather you be the bad guy than me being the bad guy. But Elaine, now, let's say I'm ready to go. How do I contact? Well, what do I need to reach out and contact you guys on this?
Okay. If you're interested in getting our VA services, if you have any, additional questions, that wasn't answered on this video, feel free to send an email to sales@vasdreamteam.com. So again, it's sales@vasdreamteam.com.
Great. Now, is there a phone number that I can call in?
Yes, my direct number. It's an 800 number, toll free, so no need for you to worry about where I'm at.
Saving a
so,
little bit of money. Yep.
so you can call me from wherever. My direct number is 866-739-2301. Again, it's 866-739-2301. However, I strongly suggest that you send me an email first, because as much as possible, I want to set a proper phone appointment with you, so I can address any questions that you have. Because you might call me, I might be engaged in a different phone call, so I really don't want to miss your call. So if you can send me an email first, we can set up a proper phone appointment. So we'll have an ample time to discuss questions that you may have, because I know this is a very big investment, a very important investment for you. As an investor, I understand that. So I want to make sure that I address all those concerns, all those questions that you might have.
Fantastic, Elaine. I want to say thank you so much, and you guys, I want to let you guys
Well,
know. I want to let you guys know a little bit about Elaine. So all of the VAs are from the Philippines. Elaine is the operation managers for the VA stream teams. She's the one that's going to go through all the all the filtering, and then set them up, and Lon can interview them, and then it goes through the whole process. But I know that our hiring process it is extremely strict, because Lon is extremely picky. Because when she hire one, I know that she picks one like she would pick it for our company, and she wants to keep all of them. And I know that
I
Elaine
know,
been fighting with her and say, "Lon, you cannot keep all of them, right? These are for
I
the
know.
clients." So I know that Lon's extremely picky. She doesn't just hire anybody and throw it to the client. She wants to make sure that you are successful, because when you are successful, when you're making money, when the VA produce you results, and get you the Benjamin, then you will continue, right? You continue to stay with us, because if we provide you unquality VAs, guess what? You're going to use them and it's not going to work out. Then obviously you set bad reputations. It doesn't work for you, doesn't work for us. We're looking for long-term success here for both, right? As you grow, we grow. We want to grow with you. I know Lon, her slogan is she wants to help you build your own VA stream team. That's what we do for our company. Our whole entire business is run from VAs except for Robin. Robin is one of our purchase managers. She's here locally, but it's because there's kind of a relationship prior to that. That's why we took her on. But our whole entire business systems pretty much run from VAs, and we do it virtually. So these VAs are, they're remote. They're in Philippines. And one thing I want to say about Elaine is a super hard worker. I know that when Lon gets Elaine on, that she to be her kind of her right hand, she's like, you know what? And I know Lon is extremely picky with whoever it is that she's going to bring on. And you are the chosen one, so I know that she has filtered out a lot to like get to you. So I want to let you guys know that Elaine is a VA from Philippines. She's a hard worker, and she's on top of things, getting back, making sure our clients is getting taken care of. So I want to say Elaine, thank you so much. I know that I don't talk or work with you as much as Lon does, but I heard a lot of great things about you. What Lon shared with me, and they have their little girl drama, little girl whisper that they do. But I want to say I have huge respect for Elaine. She's well educated, very knowledgeable in the field, know what Lon's want, and she knows that that she knows what Lon want, and she is going to deliver. So I want to say, Elaine, welcome on the team. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and I really appreciate you a lot, and Lon does too.
You're welcome, and thank you too.
That's it, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But once again, I'll put Elaine's phone number and email address if you guys want to hit up the VAs and get one going for you. But I want to let you guys know the only way to grow and scale your business, and don't make the mistake that I did. It took me a year to actually do it because I was so worried that if I hire somebody, they're not going to be as good as me and things like that. But listen to me. The only way that your company can grow is for you to build a team. And Lon is here to help you build your own VA stream team. It's the only way that you can grow is to be able to duplicate yourself. You cannot be a one-man, one-woman show thinking you do everything. You're Superman, Superwoman, and you can grow your business at the same time. You cannot do that because you got to change your mindset. You cannot work in your business. You got to be able to work on your business, and you got to be able to clone yourself. It's the only way that you can grow is to clone yourself and getting on some badass VA to help you crush your business. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you so much, Elaine. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Ciao. Boom.